we're going to just tidy up our design, and then we're going to create a really cool looking render of it. So what we're going to start off by doing is, you'll notice we have a lot of these, like, fasteners here. These are really annoying. We can just create another component. We're going to call it fasteners. And we're going to select all these and drop them in. It's not going to affect the design, but it's going to make everything look an awful lot neater in our pane here. We can collapse our menus, and then we can come to the fun part, which is a render. So what we're going to do, we're going to come up to our box, we're going to activate this component so we can see it. Up in this here where we see design, we're going to click on that and click on render. So now you can see our appearance has really shifted because we've gone to a much more fancy, like, trace looking look, because we've got all the shadows and everything. What we want to do, we want to hide our lid so we can actually see what's in our box. The super powerful thing about these renders is we can actually adjust our appearances. So we're going to come up to Arduino, here, our design that we imported, and we're going to make these LEDs on it actually light up. So if we push A for appearance, it may take a minute to load, we can search for LED. So we can make these things here light up. So we can drop it there, and we're going to click remove. But now, we want this to be bright, don't we? So we want to change this to 2000 CD. Click done. And I'm also going to make these two, yellow. So I'm going to drop this here, and you'll go, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab this green LED, I'm going to grab this green here, and I'm going to double click on it, and I can customize it. I can go to advanced, and I can set the color of it. So I want to make this color, let's come over in a different window, I'm going to make it a yellow. Click OK, apply. Now, we're going to double click on it, and we're going to set the brightness to 2000, done, and we're going to drag and drop it, remove. Actually, you've noticed it's not really set the color all that good. Try that again. Okay. Sometimes you'll notice if you try and change color on one of these, it won't actually affect it as much as you would like, but it still looks pretty cool. So we can slightly move this across here and make it a bit more of a yellow. That's ever so slightly better, but not a lot. Anyway, it will still look really cool. We can go close, and we're going to save the design. Now you notice it's saving here. Now, the beauty of using these components we import from other places is that when we change something like this, you'll notice we have a little error icon here. So we can click here, and now it's going to sync the latest version of our model. If you look at that, we have our LEDs. If you want to see what it looks like, you can turn on this thing that says in-canvas render, and it will start doing a small-scale render while you are watching it, so you can get an idea of your changes in real time. Bear in mind this may take a while to load depending on the performance of the computer you're doing this on. I know this is going to look pretty cool, so I am probably going to stop this. I'm going to come up to my settings, under scene settings, and I'm going to turn on, in this case, reflection, and I'm going to make this an environment. You can do this however you want. If there's something particular you want to do, then go and do it, but if you don't, then you can just follow along with this. I want this to be grid light. That will make things like a bit brighter and shinier and weirder. Or actually, I might just go back to like a sharp highlights, like that actually looks really good there. I've turned on reflections and whatnot. Click close, and now I click render. Here you can set the resolution. For this, I'm going to set the 4K resolution, which is 3840 by 2160. Bear in mind, if you do not have an education account, you will not be able to do this for free. But since I do, I can do free renders. I can click render, and then later I can come back and we'll have a finished product. And you can see here we have our model again, and our render is finally completed. It took quite a while to do, but it's done. So we can come down to our rendering gallery and we can click on our render, and it may take a few seconds to actually load, but we can see now we have our full render and it looks really, really cool, and we can export that.